Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is your good old Uncle Wayne, the Armchair Gamer. And I'm going a little technical today because I got a little frustrated over the last couple of days trying to fix a problem with loading game sequences or clips into Sony Vegas. I'm not sure what happened. I loaded the Vegas Pro on my desktop. I was using a laptop to render, and I decided to do it on my desktop. But anyway, I couldn't load the AVI files. I kept getting an error saying that none of the files dropped could be opened, and that frustrated me. So I did a lot of digging. Over about 2 days, and I finally got it working. But what I realized, the frustration level was just really high because none of the posts that I read really helped. In fact, most of them were totally incorrect. They were totally wrong, and probably may have made the matter worse. But anyway, let's go to what I found. What I found, there were two websites that actually had good information. The problem I had, both websites had no sound, or that agonizing, I don't know what kind of music you want to call it, but blaring in the background. I mean, blaring in the foreground, actually, because no one was speaking. And I had to constantly stop and start and stop and start so I could make sure I was following exactly what was going on. So I found basically what my problem was and what my solution was. My problem stemmed from Bandicam. Now, if you're using some other recording software, I don't know if this applies or not. But this, I'm going to show you how I found, what I found the setup to be on Bandicam. And I would say it's probably going to be the same for other softwares as well. But anyway, the two main things I had to change was the video codec. Oh, here, let me do this. The video codec to motion JPEG and the audio codec to PCM. Okay, now, what happened was I had found another solution to allow me to drag the AVI files into Vegas Pro, but then I had the video but no audio track. Okay. This codec, the audio codec, is what, because it was not the correct one, was causing that. Okay, but I think if you set these this way, you're golden. Okay, so that should be enough for, so now I could get, like, if a new recording I would record would drag into Vegas Pro just fine. But I had all these files that I recorded that would now, I could drag into Vegas Pro, but had no audio track. So what I found is I could use Virtual Dub to actually convert these files. And we're going to go through that process, okay? So we're going to go to, well, let's say the first time you open Virtual Dub, if you go to audio, it's going to be to the default. So the process we want is, for audio, we want full processing mode. Okay, so that's going to re-render the audio and re-render it with the PCM codec. Then we want to go to compression, and you see we have no compression, which is PCM. So we're good on the audio. Okay, on video, what do we want to go? Direct stream copy. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to copy the video stream over directly. So it's going to go rather quickly. Okay, so now we're ready to go. However, what you may want to do is go to File and Save Process Settings. Okay, now I already have them saved. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to save over that file. Okay. So when you come back, if you're using the same setup with Bandicam and Vegas Pro, when you come back, if you ever have to do this again, you can come back and you can load the processing file. So then, because every time you open Vegas Pro, it's going to go back to defaults. Okay. So now the normal way, or the way I knew to do this before, was to go in and open the file I need converted, come in, and then save as AVI file. Okay, then you save it and it does the conversions and everything's happy. Okay, but I had several files. So VirtualDub has a batch mode. So for that, we come down to Queue Batch Operation and come down to Batch Wizard. Okay, so here you obviously, well, you probably don't want them to go into your, hold on a second. Well, wait a second. You have to. I'm sorry. You have to create the folder first. So we're going to create this folder called Test on the desktop. I'm not going to convert the files. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go on desktop test. Okay. All right, so you could write them to the, basically it's in the source of where these files are. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open our we have some AVI. Now these AVI files should be okay. So we can drag and drop the files over here. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add to queue, select resave as AVI, and then go. Okay, now we want to go to job control, which is F4 or job control in the menu. Okay, and here you have all the I've loaded some others before, but basically now you have all these files waiting to be converted. And you can just click auto start and everything will start running and they'll just go one after another. Boom, 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 boom. Then those files should run into or be able to be loaded into Vegas Pro and you'll have your audio track. I already tested it. It works fine. And I guess I hope that if somebody else is out there that this can help. If it helps one person, that's great. But like I say, it took me the better part of 2 days to get the information slapped together to figure out how to do this. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and found it useful. And if you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up and subscription. God, I can't even say it. So everyone take care, and I'll see you soon.